You guys want to see some weird shit? All right, then, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you about some of the weird things I've done to my body. Then I'm going to show you some even weirder things that I can do with my body. To begin, I'll point out that I'm not wearing a costume. What you're looking at right now is over 600 hours of tattooing. It covers me from top to bottom, head to toe, face included. It's not my face most of you are thinking about right now, is it? No. Yeah, she's like, that's right. Look, they're all thinking it, but you're willing to say it out loud. Good for you, good for you. So that's why I'm going to direct this to you. The googly eyes are up here, not down here. Let's try and focus, shall we? Next thing I want to point out to you guys are the ridges over my eyes. They were created by having pieces of Teflon surgically grafted to my skull in a 6-hour operation with no anesthetic. That's right, I was awake the whole time. But even more fun than that was when they filed my teeth down into points using a dentist drill. Check them out. But of course, the reason they call me the Lizardman is my tongue. Or I should say my tongues, plural. Because I do have two. Have a look. But I don't just want you to see my split tongue. I want you to see what it can do. Yeah. Calm down, ma'am. No volunteers. I do this part on my own. I tried, but the park said no. You can't have a volunteer for this. You gotta do it by yourself. I'm gonna show you guys 4 incredible moves my tongues can do. Each one more difficult than the last, and every one of them has a name. I call the first one the open and close. That one's easy. It's a lot like oral applause if you think about it. Yeah, I can tell by your smile you're thinking about it. Second one I'm going to show you is more difficult. I call this one the up and down. Yeah, ladies and statistically 10% of the men. Now that I have your full attention, watch what happens when I do those 2 moves at the same time. It creates the crossover. But I saved the best for last. This next move took me 2 years. 2 years to figure out how to do this. And even with all that time to think about it, I could never think of the right name for it. Till the night my wife told me what she calls it. This one is the oh my God.
Oh my. Oh wow.
Judging by the applause for that, about 60% of you are a good time and the other 40% are. Gotta use your imagination a little bit. But if it'll help you out, imagine me doing that in front of a big Georgia O'Keeffe painting. 2 art lovers in the crowd. 2 art lovers in the crowd. All right. All right. That's some of the weird stuff I've done to my body. Now I'm going to show you some weird things I like to do with my body. How many of you have been to a freak show or a sideshow before? Make some noise. All right, we got a little bit of experience here. For some of you guys, then, as we get started, this will be familiar. Then we'll go into some more extreme territory. But to begin, I have here my fork. It's a perfectly ordinary fork. It's what I do with it that's not very ordinary. First, I'm going to give it a lick with my forked tongue. Now I do that because I think it's funny. Fork, tongue, fork, tongue. But also to lubricate it, as I am about to place this fork quickly but carefully in my face. It's okay, it's okay. First time I saw somebody do this, I forgot to applaud too.
Yeah!
Yeah, I just lobotomized myself with a fork for you guys. The least you can do is slap your hands together a couple of times. It's all right, it's all right. I understand. You're looking at me right now going, how is this even possible? Well, it's actually pretty simple. I'll explain it to you. It's a real fork and it's really inside my face. The way it works is, I'm missing part of my brain. Yeah. The part that tells you not to put forks in your face. You can usually find it right here behind the eyes, but watch. Yeah, you look concerned. It's all right, it's all right. You're going to be fine. Unless I sneeze. Then you're forked. All right, you've all seen how the fork goes in. Watch how it comes out. Salty. Now the fork is just a warm-up. Let's get a little more serious. This is my cranial corkscrew. It's a corkscrew for my head. Here's how it works. I'm going to take the tip of it right there. You've heard that before, just the tip. And I'm going to place it in my nose like the fork. I'll slow down if you need me to. As I place this in my nose, there's a twist. Yeah, that's a pun. It's the highest form of humor. This corkscrew is going to travel through my sinus cavity, down the back of my throat, and emerge out my mouth, completely transversing my skull. So if you've got a camera, get it ready. Because I don't want you to miss the one time in your life a completely tattooed freak screwed himself for your entertainment. That's lube. Lube's important when it's this big. Yeah, if you're here with someone who didn't laugh, leave with someone who did. Look, you get the phone trained right, but you'll keep looking to the side, looking at me like, watch every second of it. Also salty. If you're having a good time, say yeah! Fantastic. You guys are good. Some of you are having a hard time out there. I can see your faces, but you're hanging in there. Let's see how you like this. Now I know. Some people get freaked out because it's used, but that's all right. I promise you, you can recycle them. You can recycle them. Yeah, I know. Hey, just trust me. Just trust me. Don't think about it. Don't let your mind wander. Just watch. Remember to floss, kids. And he told me if I say that, this counts towards community service. That guy got it. Nice ankle bracelet, sir. Is this a supervised release? All right. Now watch as I attempt a reversal of the process. Something you'll never see anywhere else. I'm going to use the pressure in my skull to try, after I put this in my mouth, to reinflate it out my nose. You know, people will try and tell you that art is subjective. But I've done this all over the world. And I can tell you with near certainty that if you can't relax and enjoy watching a lizard blow a condom out of his nose, there might be something wrong with you. Because there's nothing wrong with this. And now it's lubricated. You guys want to see some more? Alright, I've got another stunt I want to do for you guys. But after this next stunt, the show's not over. You see, after I finish this next stunt, I'm going to hop down off this platform right here, just in front. Anybody who wants to get a high five, say hello, take a selfie, and hang out till everybody's happy. But before I do that, it is my pleasure to present to you one of the oldest and most dangerous acts in the sideshow. The ancient and honorable art of sword swallowing has been practiced for over 4,000 years. And for all 4,000 of those years, sword swallowers like myself have been called frauds, charlatans, and accused of practicing witchcraft. Folks, I'm a lizard, not a wizard. What you're about to see is real. This is a solid steel blade. It does not bend, fold, or retract. But you can tell by the way I handle the blade that it is dull. That's because if you try and swallow a sharp sword, you will die. But with a little bit of luck, you can swallow a dull sword and survive. That's what I hope is about to happen. But before I plunge this sword down my throat into the pit of my stomach for your viewing enjoyment, I do need to lubricate it. Both sides at once. Wow. Now if you start to feel a little tingly down here, don't worry, that's perfectly natural. Just go. But if you actually want to see me risk my life for your entertainment, here's what I want you to do. On the count of 3, I want everybody here to scream, "Do it," as loud as you can. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Do it! All right, I will. I like how it gets quiet before you think somebody's going to die. Now have a look. Have a look right there on the end of the blade. You just see a little white gooey substance there. That's proof. Proof that sword swallowing is real. Because what you're looking at right there, it used to be lunch. Now it's dinner. It's always better the second time around. You guys are great. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Once again, my name is the Lizardman. If you enjoyed the show, tell your friends, tell your family, scream at strangers on the street. Go see Lizardman at SeaWorld. And now, if you want to get a photo, a high five, or just say hello, make a disorganized line, kind of going back in that direction.